welcome to our 8th 2025 Bowman Draft Jumbo Break. I'm going to confirm here our sheet's correct. It does look correct. It's good. Alrighty, so I'll post you guys up the next two iterations. Number 9 has, let's see, either 2 spots or 1 spot left. Let's take a look. The Dodgers and Padres are the 2 left. Number 9. I'll get you guys links in chat here in just 1 second. So number 9. And then number 10, which has more spots, are both linked in chat. Alright, so for today's break, we have Francisco with the Orioles and Dodgers. Jeremy with the, actually Jeremy O. There's 2 Jeremys. Jeremy O with the Red Sox and Padres. We have Christian S with the Yankees, Royals, D-backs, and Nationals. Bill with the Rays, the Cubs, and Giants. John A with the Jays. Joseph M with the White Sox, Guardians. Brian O with the Tigers, Pirates, Cardinals. Brandon H with the Twins. Andrew K with the Astros and Rangers. Brian S with the Angels. Brian H with the A's and Braves. Jeremy P with the Mariners. Joe T with the Marlins, Brewers, Rockies. David E with the Mets. John C with the Phils. Ronnie with the Reds. And that's everybody. Keep trying to move my camera down a little bit because it's usually where it needs to be. Okay. 3 autos and a bunch of other stuff. Who's it gonna be today? Okay, 2 big stacks, ready to rip. Alright, TMPS and first for the Jays. Ike Irish, first for the O's. Cameron Maldonado, first for the Giants. Dax Kilby, first for the Yankees. Ryan Waldschmidt, Diamondbacks. Enrique Bradfield Jr., Orioles. Easton Carmichael, first for the Pirates. Walker Jenkins, Twins. Ethan Frey, first for the Astros. Aaron Escobar, Phillies. James Elwinger, first for the Twins. Trevor Cohen, first for the Giants. Carson Benj, Mets. Ryan Curley, first for the D-backs. Spencer Jones, Yankees. Antonio Jimenez, first for the Mets. Mike Sirota, Dodgers. Dean Curley, first for the Guardians. Kevin McGonigal, Tigers. Michael Lombardi, first for the Royals. Travis Bazzana for the Guardians. And something interesting, it's numbered to 99. And it's an auto. Oh boy. A dual auto. We got Eli Willits and Tyler Brenmer. Wow. So that's the number 1 and number 2 pick of the draft. Number 299. So that'll be between Brian S. and Christian. Guess we might as well roll that one off right away. Figure that one out. Don't leave everybody waiting on that one. Eli Willits and Tyler Brenner. Wow, what a hit. What a fun hit there. Prospect dual auto. We found one of these last year as well. And that it was of Nick Kurtz and Chase Burns. So that one was a 50 last year though. This one's a 99. Alright, so we're gonna roll on this one. And if number 1 is on top, it's gonna go to the Nationals. If number 2, it's gonna go to the Angels to match their draft position. Let me pull up the old randomizer here. Figure out the destiny of this card. And I'll open up my web browser here. Alright, it's gonna be a big roll. We got 1 and 2, whichever number is on the top. 1 or 2 is to take this one home. Ready, set, go. And it's gonna go to the Angels. So congrats to Brian S. and unfortunate for Christian, who's been paying for the Nationals. Alright, let's get back to breaks here. Don't waste any time finding a big dog in this break. So Angels is the winner. Alright, we got a chrome of Blake Mitchell for the Royals. Griffin Hughes, first for the Mariners for Jeremy. Bryce Cunningham, Yankees. Landon Hodge, first for the Yankees for Joseph. Cooper Pratt, Milwaukee. Jacob Morrison, first for the Brewers for Joe. Dante Nori, Phillies. We have a Bowman draft night. Xavier Nyans of the Houston Astros. That'll be for Andrew K. Refractor first, Matt Barr for the Twins for Brandon. And Zach Root, who's a first rounder for the Dodgers. That'll be for Francisco. Alright, we have Cade Obermueller, first for the Phillies. Charlie Condo, Rockies. Mason Neville, first for the Reds. Yolfran Castillo, Rangers. Caden Kent, first for the Yankees. Ben Jacobs, first for the Tigers. Sammy Stafura, Pirates. Dominic Fritton, first for the Rays. Travis Sikora, Nats. Briggs McKenzie, first for the Braves. Josh Kuroda-Grauer, A's. Josh Owens, first for the Rangers. Kalen Culpepper, Twins. Cooper Fleming, first for the Rays. Jefferson Rojas, Cubs. Zach Root, first for the Dodgers. Brandon Compton, first for the Marlins. J.R. Ritchie, Braves. Sean Gamble, first for the Royals. Luke LaCourse, first for the Angels. Kane Kempley, first for the Cubs. And we have a purple chrome for the A's. It is Devin Taylor. I think he's a second round pick. That'll be for Brian. So Devin Taylor, 77 of 250. Yep, 48th overall. He's a pretty high second round pick, actually. Alright. We have J.R. Ritchie, chrome for the Braves. Sean Gamble, first rounder for the Royals. Luke LaCourse, first for the Angels for Brian. Eli Willits, first rounder for the Nats for Christian. Zach Root, first rounder for the Dodgers for Francisco. J.D. Dix, Diamondbacks. Marcus Phillips, first rounder for the Red Sox for Jeremy. And prize prospects, Travis Bazana of Cleveland. That'll be for Joseph. Refractor first, Michael Oliveto for the Tigers for Brian. And Kalen Culpepper for the Twins. Oh, Michael Oliveto was a first round pick. Didn't realize. Really? So Tigers have 2 first round picks, turns out. Alright, Marcus Phillips. Zach Root. Willits and Gamble. Bryce Cunningham, Yankees. Landon Hodge, first for the White Sox. Reynel Rodriguez, Cardinals. Joshua Flores, first for the Brewers. Johnny Farmelo, Mariners. Mason McConaughey, first for the Rangers. Landon Vidurix, first for the Dodgers. Dakota Jordan, Giants, Ryan Weidman, first for the Padres. Esmerin Valdez, Pirates. Aaron Walton, first for the Guardians. Max Clark, Tigers. Christian Fauch, first for the Red Sox. Liam Doyle, first for the Cardinals. Peter Cuso, first for the Mets. Max Williams, first for the Marlins. Andrew Salas, Marlins. Tyson Lewis, Reds. Max Bellew, first for the Rockies. Ching Co, Dodgers. Dominic Reed, first for the Cubs. Rock Riggio for the Rockies. And our Chrome. So we start off again with Rock Riggio for the Rockies. Cody Bowker, first for the Phils for John. Leo DeVries, A's. Jake Monroe, first for the Angels for Brian. J.J. Weatherholt, St. Louis. Cade Crossland, first for the Cardinals for Brian. Luke Dickerson, Nationals. Bowman Draft Night, Tate Suthasine, Atlanta Braves. That'll be for Brian. Refractor of Jackson Wiggins for the Cubs. And first Nolan Sailors for the Royals. Who's a fourth, so he'll make the list up here. And that one will be for Christian. Yandel Ricardo, Royals. Nate Snead, first for the Angels. Ryan Sloan, Mariners. Colin Yeaman, first for the Orioles. Carlos Lagrange, Yankees. Billy Carlson, first for the White Sox. Mitch Voigt, first for the Mets. Tommy Troy, Diamondbacks. Patrick Forbes, first for the D-backs. Kevin Turley, first for the A's. Xavier Nayans, first for the Astros. Matthew Fisher, first for the Phillies. Carson Bench, Mets. Brian Curley, first for the D-backs. Spencer Jones, Yankees. Antonio Jimenez, first for the Mets. Joshua Gonzalez, Giants. Mike Sirota, Dodgers. Dean Curley, first for the Guardians. Kevin McGonigal, Tigers. Michael Lombardi, first for the Royals. And Travis Bazana of the Guardians. Alright, we got first round Caden Bodine for the Baltimore Orioles for Francisco. Connor Essenberg, first for the Braves for Brian. Upside down here we have Cameron Nelson, first for the Rockies for Joe. There's Seth Hernandez, first rounder for the Pirates for Brian. Adonis Guzman, first for the Pirates as well. Jamie Arnold, first rounder for the A's for Brian. Christian Fauch, first for the Red Sox for Jeremy. And prize prospect Mitch Voigt, first rounder for the Mets for David. Refractor Johnny Farmello of the Mariners for Jeremy. And refractor first Riley Kelly for the Rockies. And that one will be for Joe. A lot of our first round pitchers here. Jamie Arnold, Seth Hernandez, and then Bodine. We're getting the Chrome first rounders out of the way, for sure. Alright, Arjun Nimala, Jays. Quentin Young, first for the Twins. Jackson Wiggins, Cubs. Chase Shores, first for the Angels. Cam Caminetti, Braves. Michael Oliveto, first for the Tigers. Mason Morris, first for the Reds. Eduardo Tate, Twins. Marcus Phillips, first for the Red Sox. Matthew Miura, first for the Cardinals. Ethan Conrad, first for the Cubs. Ty Harvey, first for the Padres. Anthony Anson, first for the Red Sox. Elian Pena, Mets. Cameron Miller, first for the Royals. Connor Griffin, Pirates. Riley Kelly, first for the Rockies. Cody Bowker, first for the Phillies. Leo DeVries, A's. Jake Monroe, first for the Angels. Theo Gillen, Rays. And Dean Livingston, first for the D-backs. Alright, Chrome. Theo Gillen for the Rays. Dean Livingston, first for the D-backs for Christian. Dayron Lorenzo, Tigers. Dean Moss, first for the Rays for Bill. Nolan Sailors, first for the Royals for Christian. Cody Brecht, Rockies. Josh Owens, first for the Rangers. And a Billy Carlson Axis insert of the Chicago White Sox for Joseph. Refractor first, Chase Shores for the Angels for Brian. And refractor Brody Brecht of the Rockies. That'll be for Joe. One second. I'm back. Alright. Joshua Lugo, Angels. Kevin Finn, first for the Rangers. Matt Barr, first for the Twins. Kate Anderson, first for the Mariners. Sean Youngerman, first for the Phillies. Tyler Bremner, first for the Angels. Michael Salina, first for the Padres. Johnny Slowinski, first for the Angels. Cooper Pratt, Brewers. Jacob Morrison, first for the Brewers. Dante Nori, Phillies. J.J. Weatherholt, Cardinals. Cade Crossland, first for the Cardinals. Luke Dickerson, Nationals. Nolan Sailors, first for the Royals. Brody Brecht, Rockies. Theron Lorenzo, Tigers. Dean Moss, first for the Rays. Jose Briseño, Tigers. Malachi Witherspoon, first for the Tigers. Jared Thomas, Rockies. And an auto for the Rockies will be Ethan Hedges. I think he's a third rounder, maybe? That'll be for Joe. Maybe second. Let's see. And Hodges was third. Yes, third. Alright. We have Jose Briseño, Tigers. I want Malachi Witherspoon, first for the Tigers, for Brian. Jared Thomas, Rockies. Brandon Compton, first for the Marlins, for Joe. Kalen Culpepper, Twins. Cooper Fleming, first for the Rays, for Bill. Jefferson Rojas for the Cubs. Prize Prospect, Cade Anderson of the Mariners. That'll be for Jeremy Pete. Refractor Cam Caminiti for the Braves, for Brian. And Refractor first Josh Owens for the Rangers. That'll be for Andrew. We have Johnny Level, Giants. Tatum Gray, first for the Rays. Jacob Reimer, Mets. Landon Harmon, first for the Nats. Jesus Medee, Brewers. Justin Lampkin, first for the Royals. Travis Sikora, Nats. Briggs McKenzie, first for the Braves. Josh Grauer, A's. AJ Russell, first for the Rangers. James Tibbs, Dodgers. Ryan Mitchell, first for the Cardinals. Caleb Bonemer, White Sox. Murph Gray, first for the Pirates. Edgardo Quintero, Dodgers. Trevor Cohen, first for the Giants. Nolan Schubert, first for the Guardians. Cash Mayfield, Padres. Gustavo Melendez, first for the Pirates. Malcolm Moore, Rangers. Kylo Dissy, first for the White Sox. And Scably first of Max Williams for the Marlins. That'll be for Joe, who's probably a second rounder. Third rounder, 78th overall. We have a chrome first of Michael Lombardi for the Royals, for Christian. Travis Bazzana, Cleveland. Aaron Watson, first for the Reds, for Ronnie. Franklin Arias, Red Sox. Riley Quick, first rounder for the Twins, for Brandon. Slade Caldwell, Arizona. Brady Abel, first rounder for the Brewers, for Joe. Axis, J.J. Weatherholt, St. Louis Cardinals. That'll be for Brian. Refractor first, Joshua Flores for the Brewers, for Joe. And Refractor Connor Griffin, #1 prospect for the Pirates, for Brian. Alright, we have it first Eli Willits for the Nets. Caleb Blaze first for the Tigers. Gage Wood first for the Phils. Gabe Davis first for the White Sox. Charles Daviland first for the Dodgers. Ethan Frey first for the Astros. Aaron Escobar, Phillies. James Ellinger first for the Twins. Felon Celestin, Mariners. Kevin Keelan first for the Giants. Sean Episcope first for the Brewers. Walker Janik, Astros. J.D. Thompson first for the Brewers. Alfredo Duno, Reds. J.B. Middleton first for the Rockies. Shotaro Mori, A's. Connor Essenberg first for the Braves. Seth Hernandez first for the Pirates. Pico Cone first for the Yankees. Jordan Yost first for the Tigers. Caleb Wing first for the Cubs. And a purple auto. It's first for the Angels. It's Jake Monroe, 148 of 250. So Brian gets 2 autos. Well, technically he gets 3 autos. 2 on 1 card. Double dipping with the Angels. Monroe's a 4th rounder, 100th overall pick. That'd be for Brian. Alright, we got Chrome first, Matthew Fisher for the Phillies for John. Ethan Petrie first for the Nats for Christian. Nate George, Orioles. Joseph Zira first for the Orioles for Francisco. Andrew Salas, Marlins. Anthony Ayenson first for the Red Sox for Jeremy. Elian Pena for the Mets. Axis, Quentin Young for the Minnesota Twins for Brandon. Refractor Arhunimla for the Jays for John. And refractor first Cade Crossland for the Cardinals. That'll be for Brian. Not doing great on our refractors today. Got a lot of pitchers and pitcher firsts and non-firsts. Alright, we have Tommy White, A's. Nick Becker, first for the Mariners. Hagen Smith, White Sox. Tanner Franklin, first for the Cardinals. Blake Mitchell, Royals. Griffin Hughes, first for the Mariners. Tate Suthasine, first for the Braves. Corbin Dickerson, first for the Mariners. Jake Cook, first for the Jays. Luis Pena, Brewers. Cody Miller, first for the Braves. Aiden Miller, Phillies. Riley Quick, first for the Twins. Slade Caldwell, Diamondbacks. Brady Abel, first for the Brewers. Adonis Guzman, first for the Pirates. Jamie Arnold, first for the A's. Josh Hammond, first for the Royals. Grant Richardson, first for the A's. Ethan Petrie, first for the Nats. Nate George, Orioles. Joseph Zira, first for the Orioles. Chrome Tyson Lewis for the Reds. Max Bellew, first for the Rockies for Joe. Ching Sen Ko, Dodgers. Dominic Reed, first for the Cubs for Bill. Cameron Miller, first for the Royals for Christian. Connor Griffin for the Pirates. Riley Kelly, first for the Rockies for Joe. We have an in action. It's going to be of Giants Gavin Keelan. So that'll be for Bill. Refractor first, Quentin Young for 2nd rounder for the Twins for Brandon. And Luke Dickerson for the Nationals for Christian. Quentin Young, 54th overall pick. There's an action here. Let's just take it over here for now. Tim Piacentine, first for the Jays. Ike Irish, first for the Orioles. Cameron Maldonado, first for the Giants. Dax Kilby, first for the Yankees. Ryan Waldschmidt, Arizona. Oops, 2 cards here. JoJo Parker, first for the Jays, with a not perfect corner up there. Aiden West, first for the Dodgers. Devin Taylor, first for the A's. Enrique Bradfield Jr., Orioles. Easton Carmichael, first for the Pirates. Walker Jenkins, Twins. Miguel Samay Jr., first for the Nats. Sebastian Walcott, Rangers. Mason Peters, first for the Mariners. Yohani Morales, Nationals. JT Quinn, first for the Orioles. Aaron Watson, first for the Reds. Franklin Arias, Red Sox. Caden Bodine, first for the Orioles. Cameron Nelson, first for the Rockies. Kyson Witherspoon, first for the Red Sox. And a Reptilian Aqua for the Mets. It is Elian Pena, 070 of 199. That'll be for David E. Alright, Chrome first. Pico Cohen for the Yankees for Christian. Jordan Yost, first rounder for the Tigers for Brian. Gabe Davis, first for the White Sox for Joseph. Josh Hammond, first rounder for the Royals for Christian. Liam Doyle, first rounder for the Cardinals for Brian. Peter Cusseau, first for the Mets for David. Max Williams, first for the Marlins for Joe. And Sky Blue Chrome, first for the Reds, Aaron Watson. That'll be for Ronnie. Refractor first, Mason McConaughey for the Rangers for Andrew. And Refractor J.J. Weatherholt for the Cardinals for Brian. Liam Doyle, Josh Hammond, and Jordan Yost. We are loaded up on the Chrome first rounders. Deep into the second row. Alright, Johnny Level, Giants. Tayton Gray, first for the Rays. Jacob Reimer, Mets. Landon Harmon, first for the Nats. Jesus Madi, Brewers. Justin Lampkin, first for the Royals. AJ Russell, first for the Rangers. James Tibbs, Dodgers. Mitch Voigt, first for the Mets. Tommy Troy, Diamondbacks. Patrick Forbes, first for the D-backs. JD Dix, Arizona. Kason Cunningham, first for the D-backs. Josiah Hartshorn, first for the Cubs. Seal Hall, first for the Reds. Braden Montgomery, White Sox. Ethan Hedges, first for the Rockies. Thomas White, Marlins. Jack Gurevich, first for the Cardinals. George Lombard Jr. for the Yankees. And a green reptilian for the Pirates. It is Esmerin Valdez, 39 of 99. That would be for Brian O. Got a couple of reptile eggs here. And after that, we have an X-Fractor coming up. That X-Fractor will be of Jacob Reimer. New York Mets for David. Wrong Met there. Say it's I'm in a break. Alright, Chrome first. Caleb Lays for the Tigers for Brian. Gage Wood, first rounder for the Phillies for John. Grant Richardson, first for the A's for Brian. Charles Davillan, first rounder for the Dodgers for Francisco. Matthew Miura, first for the Cardinals for Brian. Ethan Conrad, first rounder for the Cubs for Bill. Ty Harvey, first for the Padres for Jeremy. Axis Leo DeVries of the A's for Brian. Refractor Joshua Lugo for the Angels for Brian. And Refractor second rounder Cooper Fleming, who looks like a pitcher on the card, but apparently is a shortstop, it says. I don't know. So that's the story with that. I'll have to put this down. We're now 1.5 rows deep in first round Chromes. It's kind of crazy. Got a lot of them here. Look at all these first rounders. That's pretty nuts. Alright, our final pack here. Might have all of our hits already. Maybe we can get a numbered parallel, maybe? Or another paper parallel, I should say. Yandel Ricardo, Royals. Nate Snead, first for the Angels. Ryan Sloan, Mariners. Colin Yeaman, first for the Orioles. Carlos Lagrange, Yankees. Billy Carlson, first for the White Sox. Gavin Turley, first for the A's. Xavier Nayans, first for the Astros. Matthew Fisher, first for the Phillies. Jojo Parker, first for the Jays. Aiden West, first for the Dodgers. Devin Taylor, first for the A's. CJ Gray, first for the Angels. Ryan Mitchell, first for the Cardinals. Caleb Bonemer, White Sox. Murph Gray, first for the Pirates. Edgardo Quintero, Dodgers. Nolan Schubert, first for the Guardians. McCash Mayfield, Padres. Gustavo Melendez, first for the Pirates. Malcolm Moore, Rangers. Kyle Odissi, first for the White Sox. And no hits in this one. We've got them all already. Chrome Tommy White for the A's. Nick Becker, first for the Mariners for Jeremy. Hagen Smith, White Sox. Whoops, flying all over there. Messing up my insert stack here. Tanner Franklin, first for the Cardinals for Brian. Tyler Brenmer, second overall pick for the Angels. Michael Salina, first for the Padres for Jeremy. Johnny Slawinski, first for the Angels for Brian. And we have prize prospects of Jamie Arnold for the A's for Brian. Refractor first round, Gavin Fian of the Rangers for Andrew. And then Jefferson Rojas for the Cubbies. That'll be for Bill. So it's first round, Fian. And then a Tyler Brentmer chrome to fill up all of our stands. Stick Brentmer over there. Okay, let's take a look at what we have, everybody. Okay, so for our big hit, we got at the top of the break is our dual auto of number 1 and number 2 picks, Eli Willits and Tyler Brentmer. After that, we have a purple auto of Jake Monroe for the Angels, 4th round pick, and then a base auto of Ethan Hedges for the Colorado Rockies, who was a 3rd round pick. Let's see, after that, we have a purple of 250 Devin Taylor for the A's, who's a 2nd round pick. We have a fuchsia reptilian of 199 Elian Pena for the Mets, and then a green reptilian of 99 Esmeralda Valdez for the Pirates. Sky blue of 499, 3rd round Max Williams for the Miami Marlins. Sky blue chrome Aaron Watson, 2nd rounder for the Cincinnati Reds. X-Fractor is Jacob Reimer for the New York Mets. For our refractors, we have 1st round Gavin Fian of the Rangers, 1st round Zach Root of the Dodgers, 1st round, is it Michael? Michael Oliveto for the Detroit Tigers. Then we have Nolan Sailors, I think is a 4th rounder for the Royals, 2nd round Quinton Young for the Twins, and 2nd round Cooper Fleming of the Rays. And all that's left is our chrome 1st rounders, which include Tyler Bremner for the Angels, Gage Wood for the Phillies, Charles Deviland for the Dodgers, Ethan Conrad for the Cubs, Jordan Yost for the Tigers, Josh Hammond for the Royals, Marcus Phillips for the Red Sox, Zach Root for the Dodgers, Eli Willits for the Nats, Sean Gamble for the Royals, Jamie Arnold for the A's, Seth Hernandez for the Pirates, Caden Bodine for the Orioles. Ooh, I forget his name. Some Abel, something like that. Brady Abel for the Brewers, Riley Quick for the Twins, and Liam Doyle for the Cardinals. That's a lot of chrome 1st rounders there. We got that will be our 8th 2025 Bowman Draft Demo break. Number 9, number 10 both linked in chat. Number 9 only has 2 spots left. Number 10 has got some more. So I'll get you guys your cards as soon as I can tonight. We'll get it shipped out by tomorrow, alright? Unless you have more breaks, in which case we will combine. So thanks for joining all. I will talk to you all soon. Have a good evening. Peace.